Lucky me, Sheila Smith.
I first want to say I was very motivated 2 weeks ago. How many of you were here 2 weeks ago when Dave made his speech about his stepfather? It was heartbreaking. It motivated me not to go, Dave, I had a better father than you. No. I was so grateful for the home I was brought up in, and I take it for granted. We all know if we were nurtured, we can take that for granted and just assume everybody else lived like that. But I'm as lucky as I can be. The world's best dad. When we talk about children's books, my father actually was a Toastmaster. He didn't read us children's books. He acted them out. Of course he did. We'd go up, my mother would say, okay, Ed, can you get the kids to bed now? They've had a long day and they got school in the morning. Okay, Catherine, I'll take them. Take us up to the one bedroom, he'd throw us all in the one bedroom. He'd start. His favorite story to tell was the 3 billy goats. Who's that walking on my bridge? It is I, the first little billy goat. Gonna eat you up! Dad, we'd all start screaming and yelling and go through the whole story. And usually he would turn off the lights and put a flashlight under his chin. They had to have some more effect for that. And then you'd hear my mother, Ed, the kids got school in the morning. You're supposed to be calming them down. All right, Catherine. And he'd look at us, I guess I'm in trouble again. Yeah, Dad, you are, but you sure are fun. He was also very creative with his kids. He liked to give my mom a break because there were 6 kids in our family, and we had a very small house, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 8 people. But he liked to give my mom a break, especially on the weekends. The weekends were his time to play with his kids because he, kind of like Dave, he was brought up with a very abusive household, which I found out later. And he was determined to break that cycle. So he'd say to us, who wants to go on a mystery ride? Dad, where are we going? I'm not telling you that. It wouldn't be a mystery. So you took your chances. Because sometimes you went to the city dump. You go up and go, oh no, we go on this rickety bridge and oh no, we're going to the dump! Dad! Told you, it's a mystery. And then he'd say, hey Sheila, he'd like to pick on me for some reason. Sheila, you want to get out of the car and just saw a rat? Maybe we can bring it home as a pet. Dad! But even on those horrible mystery rides, he'd always take us out for ice cream to make up for it. But did we just eat ice cream like normal children? No. Start every time he did this to me and every time I fell for it. Sheila, everybody else says, there's something wrong with your ice cream. You better smell it. You better smell it. No, I think it's fine, Dad. I think it's fine. No, everybody else's looks okay, but not yours. So he goes, we might need to get you a new comb. All right, so I'd go like this, and of course he'd go. He goes, I guess it's fine. Now my mother was, and I've talked to the club before about this, she was our in-house grammarian. She was in charge of homework. Education to her was a huge priority. But the one thing she refused to do was come and change our sheets when we got sick in the middle of the night. So when we got that stomach flu, couldn't call my mom. She was in charge of everything else. She'd be like, Dad, I don't feel so well. And but he'd come upstairs and bring us extra bowls that my mother used to make salad in. She always argued, I never used that for salad. Yeah, you did, Mom. But he'd bring them up. We'd get sick, and then he'd kind of clean us all up, take the sheets off the bed. Now, could he just take the sheets off the bed and take them to the basement to be washed? No. He'd say, hey, Sheila, you sure you don't want to smell this before I throw them in the wash? Dad! Yeah, just stop. It's not funny anymore. But his sense of humor always shone through, no matter what. Finally, the last thing he taught us that I always appreciated, he was our money mentor. I remember when I was 19 years old, he got me a job at the supermarket, slicing bologna, and I didn't have a paycheck yet. I said, Dad, there's a dress in the window downtown. I really want that dress, but it's too expensive for me. He said, Sheila, do you have the money? I said, well, no. Well, how much is your next paycheck? Well, they take union dues out of it. I don't think I'm gonna have much. Well, if you don't have the money, you can't have it. My dad taught me delayed gratification. If you don't have the money, you don't buy it. There's no such thing as putting it on a credit card. I watched him model when a bill would come in to the house. He modeled for us. He sat down at the table and wrote out a check. He paid his bills right away. He was so afraid of being financially, he was afraid of being in financial trouble, and he modeled that for us. I don't know many children today that get taught about the value of money, delayed gratification. So when I think of my dad, he's long gone, but he's always been a playful part of my life, and I'm convinced he passed on his wonderful sense of humor and sense of playfulness to my son, Anthony, and I'm sure the two of them are up there having a good old time, telling jokes, making fun of each other. But I am so lucky that I had him in my life.